Today, I am declaring a substance use health emergency in the Yukon Territory.
In the wake of 8 drug-related deaths in the Yukon this month, Health Minister Tracey-Anne McPhee says the government is committed to taking action. Last week, she announced territorial officials are working on several harm reduction initiatives in response to the emergency. That includes a new public awareness campaign and an expansion of substance use programs. Today, the APTN Yukon Regional office stated in a written release, the APTN Yukon region welcomes the territorial government's acknowledgement and willingness to take these mental health and addictions issues seriously and looks forward to working with federal partners to address the urgent and long-term needs of communities. But it's a little too late for Carcross-Tagish First Nation elder Geraldine Carroll James.
Well, it was an emergency a lot long ago.
James struggled with addiction and lost her daughter to alcohol 2 years ago. She says the government has been too slow to act, and she's doubtful real change will come from the declaration.
So the whole thing about this, about the opiate crisis and all of this, it should have been done years ago. First Nations should have had helped the minute they got out of residential school.
She's also frustrated the declaration doesn't include more supports for communities, like access to 24/7 counseling and a supervised consumption site.
Why aren't the communities involved? Why don't we have help here at 4 in the morning? Why don't we have a non-safe site, whatever, right?
It's still really unclear about what exactly that was.
John's concerns are echoed by Lindsay Amato, who's also from the Carcross-Tagish First Nation. Amato organized a territory-wide addictions and mental health vigil earlier this month. She says the declaration is a good first step, but she's concerned it's too vague.
So our concern now is that what are the timelines for these supports? You know, is this going to drag on and on and on? And in the meantime, are we still going to continue losing people?
The declaration is not a state of emergency, but a commitment to respond to the substance use crisis. It doesn't grant the territorial government any additional powers like a state of emergency would. Amato says she's disappointed an actual state of emergency has not been declared.
If the government would have declared like a state of emergency, like a full state of emergency, things would start happening right away. That's what we feel. But it doesn't really seem like that happened.
As for James, she'll believe it when she sees it.
That's enough of hearing and talking. There's got to be call for action.
Sarah Connors, APTN National News, Carcross and Whitehorse.